Well, now it is time to check your money with America's Money Maven. Vicki Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of Lincoln Financial Advisors Corp., member SIPC, and a proud supporter of Inspiration for the Nation. Vicki Brackens, I want to say hello to you and say, how are you doing?
Well, hi, George. I'm doing pretty well. We are going to today get back to our conversation, at least finish our conversation that we started on the family mission statement. But since, I walked in the door and one of the first things we had a conversation about today was what has happened over the last 24 to 48 hours here in Syracuse. And I have to stop for a moment before I get started and express my concern for the families that are suffering here in the city who've lost family members over the last 24 to 48 hours. My concern for the violence that we see upticking in our communities. There are, I'm sure, many more people much more adept at solutions than I am in this particular realm. But what I must say is that for all families and all people who are suffering, we are praying for you and asking for God's guidance as you go through this time of trouble.
Indeed, it is a time of trouble. Indeed it is.
Okay. So George, getting back to our family mission statement or family mission statement process, there's special times in life that we all celebrate, things like weddings and the birth of a child or children. Mm-hmm. But beyond that, even though you form a new family unit, you usually don't give it much thought beyond keeping up with just the general functionings of the things that we have to do from day to day.
Day to day.
Which is really surprising because you get to go out and you practice driving, right?
That's right.
Okay, you have time to practice baseball. They teach you how to do all those skills, but nobody really talks about skills in developing a family. So for this reason, you may never have actually contemplated the question, why? Why get married? Why have a family? Why does a family exist? What does it stand for? What are we going to do together? And by the way, these are some of the same questions you ask when you're forming a business. Exactly the same mindset. A mission statement is just what it sounds like, a description of an individual's or a company's or a family's reason for existing. A family mission statement encapsulates your ideas of a good life and lays out your family's purpose, your goals, and your standards. All members of the family, as we said before, should have a hand in articulating these values, and they should agree to live by them. So somebody in the background is saying, Vicki.
Yeah, what they saying?
They're saying, how is this conversation connected with money? So let's go back and look at some of our earlier conversations.
You're really good about that. Okay. Going back.
What were our key discussions, say, about 40, 45 weeks ago? First of all, increase your net worth every year.
Yes.
Determine what's important about money to you.
Yes.
Focus on the total, the holistic definition of net worth, which was human capital plus financial assets equals total net worth. So since most of us live in family units, a mission statement creates a shared vision, a shared sense of values, a purpose, a bond between parents and children. It guides your financial decisions and offers your children clear ideals to strive for and guides you in what financial choices to make. So all of these things, as I always say, are connected. So I know that we talked about family mission statements, but I don't think that I actually gave you steps in how to create the statement.
Yeah, because you did that. You gave us some questions, I think, before.
I gave you some questions, but I didn't give you the steps.
No.
Okay?
You're going to take us on some few steps?
Exactly.
By the way, if you're just joining us, Vicki Brackens is from Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and she's giving us some steps and tips right now to build a family mission statement.
All right, so step number 1, call a special family meeting. Don't make this haphazard. You want to schedule it. You want to make sure that everybody's committed to the schedule, and you're going to call a special family meeting. Step number 2, ask questions and discuss what your family is all about. Step number 3, make a list of your family's core values. And then step number 4, think of a phrase that captures what your family is all about. sort of look at it like, Nike has a phrase. What is it? Just do it.
Just do it.
Okay, and Kellogg's Frosted Flakes was what? Great. Find a
Tony
phrase.
the Tiger.
Tony the Tiger.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're great.
You're great. Okay. So on the Facebook page, we're going to put a link, which is a full guide. It's about 20 pages.
Okay.
On how to create a family mission statement. And it will go through the actual steps for each one of those questions, those 4 steps, the details on each one of those 4 steps. But to give you an example of one of the mission statements that was featured in the guide that I liked, let me read this to you, George. This family's mission statement was this: we value honesty with ourselves and others. We create an environment where each of us can find support and encouragement in achieving our life's goals. We respect and accept each other's person's unique personality and talents. We promote a loving, kind, and happy atmosphere. We support family endeavors that better society. We maintain patience through understanding. We always resolve conflicts with each other rather than harboring anger. And we promote the realization of life's treasures.
All right, let me add something. So years ago when I did do a family mission statement, but not in the way you're suggesting. And one thing they also suggested is that this be posted, just like in your company, right? Posted everywhere so it was visible and could be seen, and it was signed by every member of the family.
And I would second that. I absolutely want to make sure that everyone post it, that you put it on postcards and do all types of things around the house.
It's very affirming when you do that, and the way you describe it, it really gives you that sense of pride in what you're about. And it's not too late to do it.
Right. And what I really hope to hear is that we will have young people here in Syracuse who are telling their friends, this is my family's mission statement, what's yours?
It's so powerful because a lot of times I think, Vicki, that part of the disconnect is people are not certain about who they are.
That is correct. That is correct. Okay. So, and to go back and emphasize again, this is all about money.
Yes, it is.
Because what happens in the family, as far as the financial decisions that you are going to make, are going to be absolutely tied to what the mission, what you are trying to accomplish. So finally, also, George, I mentioned about a month ago that I was attending a conference in D.C. that was the 13th annual conference for African American financial professionals. And there were a lot of great ideas and discussions that always come out of that conference. But one of the platform speakers there, who was Dr. Pamela C.V. Jolly.
Yeah, give her all her initials.
Exactly. C.V. Jolly is the founder and CEO of Torch Enterprises, which is a strategic investment firm committed to minority business growth and development. Her research actually dovetails quite nicely into our discussion on developing a family mission statement, because there was a quote. In fact, it was so powerful, I took a picture of the quote.
Talk to me, because this is like, this is going to set some heads on fire.
That actually speaks to this mission statement, and what it said was this: it takes 3 generations to build legacy wealth and only 1 generation to lose it. Which generation are you? Please internalize that. Think about what that is.
It takes 3 generations to build legacy wealth and only 1 generation to lose it. Which generation are you?
Okay. So financial decisions that are part of the family, how you execute the family mission, will directly impact the family heritage and directly impact your ability to fulfill our mission, which is zero, no more. So once again, George, I'm going to repeat these steps. Number 1, call a special family meeting. Number 2, ask questions and discuss with your family what this family is all about. Number 3, make a list of your family's core values. And 4, think of phrases that capture what your family is all about. So go to the family mission statement link, which is on the Facebook page there for Inspiration for the Nation. And by the way, I'll go ahead and say this up front. Somebody's going to go to this link and then call me and say, Vicki, that link is really corny. Yes, it is.
All right.
Okay, some of the pictures on there are really corny.
Okay.
Don't let that throw you off.
All right.
Read. Okay, it is a powerful, powerful document. And then in closing, I'm going to put in a plug, what they call a shameless plug.
Yeah.
One of the additional things that happened while I was there at the 13th Annual Conference for African American Financial Advisors was some new statistics. Now, the statistics weren't necessarily mind-blowing because we knew some of these things intuitively, but now we have actual facts for this, and that there are too few African American financial advisors in the marketplace. Currently, that number sits at 8%. The mission that I and my partners and some seasoned, successful colleagues around the country have signed on to is to raise that number to 16% by 2027. Now, I know this is a complicated business. I've been in it for a long period of time. It requires a lot of training and education. But I'm telling you, there are programs and educational efforts underway to double that number by 2027. If there is anybody who is interested in learning more, please reach out to me. You can reach out to me for all types of information, but particularly right now, if you are interested in developing a career in the future in financial planning, I want to hear from you. For more information, you can reach me at brackensfsn.com or info@brackensfsn.com. So now, George, I'll say our plate is full.
Thank you very much, Vicki. Vicki Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of Lincoln Financial Advisors Corp., member SIPC.